What a holy smokes. Good morning. Good morning. I'm always wondering if I'm getting connected or not. So I think we're connected and we're all ready to go here. And what a crazy day it has been. And it's only 9:30 my time here. Okay, what is going on? So last week on Wednesday, we had 11:11 energy, and I was explaining about the powerful punch of energy we had moving up from October 21st to 11:11. And I hope you had a chance to take advantage of that. It's such a beautiful time of the year that you can plant seeds and get dreams to grow into big things. Morning, Nikki. Hi, it's good to see you. So now, as we're moving today, hi, Brizita. We're moving today into November 18th. Did you know we're only 5 weeks away from Age of Aquarius? That's it. We've got 5 weeks away until it's completely activated. Good morning, Leanne. I can see it's a little bit crazy for everyone this morning. The energies are really moving. Hi, Desi. So, in the 5 weeks moving up to Age of Aquarius, what to expect and where do we go from here is kind of what I wanted to talk about this morning because there's big shifts. And of course, it's not going to happen overnight. So, on the winter solstice on December 21st of this year, the planetary alignment configuration, all planets will be lining up on that date for actually a 3 day window from the 21st to the 25th, activating the age of Aquarius. So the world's not going to change overnight. It'd be nice if it was like you could snap your fingers and it was that fast, but the change actually started April of this year and came in 3 waves, which were 3 major shifts preparing us for now. Isn't the universe like totally amazing? So let's go back to April for a second. And I know everyone's aware of the chaotic energies already of this year and what's been going on with everyone's health and things moving around with COVID. But let's go back to April because that's a very important month where a major shift in energy began because of a Jupiter and Pluto conjunction happening now that actually had remnants starting in April. And it was affecting us in April. We had a major shift. In June, we had another major shift, which I called the second wave. And this November 12th, just a week ago, we had the third major shift or the third wave leading up to the age of Aquarius, is how I saw the energies coming for this year. So you can almost think of it energetically as like tides coming in and activating energy in April. Tides go out to give us a little bit of a chance to reset. Tides go back in, messes things up a little bit in June, makes things a little bit uncomfortable for people so they can do things in a different way. Tide comes out, lets people reset, regroup. November comes in, we got another wave. And I guess, it is still around COVID because now we're hearing positive news, but it's also around the election and things happening all around the world. It's not just in North America or in specifically the United States. If you're following the news all around the world, there's major shifts. Politically, socially, all kinds, environmentally types of shifts going on right now, leading us up to this major change. So, what to do while we get these next 5 weeks going into Age of Aquarius? I haven't been posting the Schumann resonances charts, and the reason why is I usually only post them when the energies are vibing high. And the last one that was like that was the last one I posted, which was a good 5 or 6 weeks ago. The energies, if you're following the charts on the Schumann resonances, it's really low and we're slogging through deep, heavy energy all the time. Sometimes we get a little blip on the chart of the light. It's nothing like what it was before. It's really heavy right now, and the darkness is just really fighting. It does not want to be exposed, it doesn't want to be turned into the light. And that's what Age of Aquarius is all about. It's all about uncovering what's hidden, changing the dark into the light, and expanding awareness, expanding potential of everyone and everything. So this is what's really important, is super key in the next 5 weeks, especially moving into age of Aquarius. So the next year is look at your belief patterns, because we all have our own beliefs based on how we grew up, things that happened to us, certain circumstances that maybe made us think a certain way. But I want you to examine your beliefs and see how rigid they are and how hard they are. Some people are more relaxed in their beliefs, and it's more flowing and fluid, and they have a kind of an attitude of just like, let's go with the flow. It doesn't really matter. Other people have very rigid beliefs and think, it has to go this way, that it doesn't go any other way. But we know it's not true. There's a multiple, unlimited number of ways for things to happen. But if your mind is really focused on this rigid thinking of it only can happen in this way, you won't be able to take advantage of the energies of Age of Aquarius, because it's all about expansion and new ways of thinking and uncovering things that are hidden. So that means discovering what you thought you knew was probably not happening anymore. It's shifted into something else. What you knew is not what you know now. It's changing and it's shifting day to day. I'm sure you guys are noticing how fast the energy's shifting. I mean, I certainly am. I feel like I'm running all day, and I'm waking up really early in the morning and I'm going to bed really late at night. And I'm still feeling like I'm running out of bed in the morning and then running into bed at night. And I'm still behind. The energies are moving so fast. And they're so much lighter, which is really nice too. So if you can examine your belief patterns, and just something that I like to think about is just go along with the idea that you know nothing. And I follow this, I subscribe to this, because when I'm reading energy, it's really important not to put labels on things. Because if I'm putting labels on energy I'm reading, like doing tarot cards or reading somebody's energy in an aura or doing Reiki, if I'm putting labels on it, I'm not going to be giving them the correct information. But if you can just read it like you're a child and maybe you've never seen it before, or from a different point of view, like, what if you haven't seen this before? Ask yourself some questions. How could I go forward in this situation? Or how many different ways could I go forward? That's even more important. What are my options here? Let's write them down. It's not just one way. I've got a ton of options available to me. You shouldn't be feeling stuck right now. And I think that although many people are, and I went through it too, during this last year of many changes, I think what is happening in the world in our three waves of April, June, and November, the Jupiter Pluto energy coming through, is having us force ourselves to look in new ways to do things, expand our thinking so that we're changing course. Everyone needs to change course right now, because the course that we were on during Age of Pisces, which is lower energy, won't serve you anymore. It's not going to be helpful. We need to steer the ship in a different direction. And so keep that in mind. Your beliefs might be holding you back. So when you're going through situations, just be aware of how your thinking is and how open you are to new ideas or new ways of doing things. That's really helpful as you go forward. Oh yeah, high vibing. High vibing is always important, right? And more and more and more. So if you think you've been doing pretty good in the high vibration department, I want to give you a high five, because that means you've been working on it every day. And I work on it every day too, and it is a little bit of work. Some days I don't feel so great and I really have to get high vibing. So I have to tell you something funny. I discovered this thing, like, I'm not too techie. So on my phone, I discovered that on my alarm, I can put my favorite song to play when the alarms go off. And this is like the best invention. I was so excited when I found this out. And I just found it out yesterday, even though I've had an iPhone forever. Excuse me, makes me laugh because I'm so not techie. Some of you probably do this already. But for me to set alarms, like yesterday when I found this out, I was setting alarms all day long so I could hear my song play. I know it's so funny, but you can even hear me now. Like, I'm laughing so hard about it, and it makes you it makes you do high vibe and energy all day long, because it's kind of goofy, right? Like, My phone's going off in my pocket for no reason. I set an alarm and my favorite song is playing. Even now, it's making me laugh so hard because it's so goofy. So, if there's things like this that you can do to raise your energy, wherever you thought you were before, we need to take it higher to a next level. It needs to be even higher than what you think is possible. And already, you know from what I said before, whatever you believe is your highest place for high vibe and energy is not it. We can take it way higher. So I want you to break the ceiling on that and take it 10 steps further. Make it really high so that you're smiling all the time. Life is awesome all the time. It's flowing for you. Even when there's obstacles, you just work through them. Obstacles now, I'm finding I'm getting through much faster because before I used to have this belief system thinking that no, I need to do it myself, I'll figure it out myself. And then a day goes by, and 2 weeks go by, and then 2 months go by, and I can't figure out the problem. But guess what? You can ask for help. And that seems so easy too. But my belief system was keeping me stuck in a pattern. So I've just let go and completely surrendered over the past 2 months and said, you know what? I'm going to ask help for every single time I encounter an obstacle. And they're moving out of the way just like crazy. Like I'm driving down the freeway and I'm passing cars that are my obstacles left and right because I've got people helping me now remove them. Is that insane crazy or what? It's like awesome. The flow has increased in my life by maybe 1,000-fold because of it. And that was my block. So that's an example you can use for the belief patterns. I wrote this down because it's so important. Things I want to touch on for Age of Aquarius for as we move in for the next 5 weeks and working on yourself. So energy shifts, you have to always think of them as affecting you in at least 3 ways. Also, I like to think a fourth way. So physically, mentally, emotionally, and the fourth way would be spiritually. And I know everyone in this group is so awesome because we're spiritually intuitive explorers. We're already good on the spiritual part for the most part. But what you really need to do is balance these lower energies to help match the spiritual part. So we're going to focus on the physical and the mental and the emotional for the next 5 weeks. Get that in balance and get that in check. If you need to be taking a break, take a holiday. Even it doesn't need to be a 2-week holiday. You could go away for a week. You could go away for 2 days or just an afternoon. Take what's available to you because we need time away from the chaos. We need time to contemplate and balance your energies. If you can get out in nature, it's even better, always, because it's going to balance your energy in more of a universal way. And it's also a passive way to do it. So you can be walking or hiking or biking, jogging, whatever you like to do outside. And it's balancing you by moving your body as well, which is really, really good. All right. So, Age of Aquarius. Once we get there, December 21st is the winter solstice. When does it get activated? I would actually say the night before. It's going to be activated the evening of the 20th, or maybe later in the afternoon. And then the most powerful energies will be December 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, with the energy leaving around the morning of the 25th. And in that time frame, all of you wonderful light workers who are aware enough to have your energy high, if you can really work to keep it as high as possible, meditate during that time, send lots of love and light around the world so that we can have a nice, easy shift and that Age of Aquarius can gently come in and not have like a real rip apart kind of energy from leaving Age of Pisces. And we've got so many light workers all around the world doing this already. But during those 3 days, it's even more important if you can focus, send prayers, do meditations. I think it's going to be fine. Everything that I've been checking in on looks like it's going to be pretty good. However, nothing is easy peasy all the time. Energy shifting, changing, chaotic underneath. It's making changes for new foundations. So do expect there's going to be change involved. There could be on a world scale, there's going to be some chaos, no question. I can see that coming. And I'm sure you guys can too. It's not going to be an easy change of the guard from the dark to the light. And that's truly what we have. Age of Pisces was the age of darkness. Age of Aquarius is the age of light. And you literally have these two bits right like this right now that are trying to come together and then shift off into different directions. But as they're coming together, the energy pull on both of them is so intense. That's why we're getting those intense polarities where people are, spewing hate or they're spewing love. We've got one or the other. And hate and love are the complete opposite vibrations of the scale, right? Love is the highest and hate is the lowest. Hate or fear. So that's why we have so much polarity going on right now. But as we shift, it looks like by around February, things are going to get much lighter. February is, as we move into the month of Aquarius, the energies will be aligning themselves much better, and a lot of the darkness will have fallen by then. The only other thing to be aware of is that the darkness is going to be fighting so hard from now until February that things might look really bad, whatever you're seeing, or try to stay away from the news and all that. And hearing the negativity affects us, so try to stay away from it. But whatever you are getting coming to you, just know that the light's behind it. It's going to be gone pretty soon. Send it love and light, and it should be on its way. What is happening? What's coming up this week? Oh my gosh, you guys, I have so much exciting stuff coming. I'm really excited about that too. So, lots of excitement. On Friday night, we have angel messages. I'll pull a card for everyone on the live chat, and that's always fun. I've had a few technical difficulties lately, so I've been working on them all week. I think, fingers crossed, we should be all good. We're good today, so it looks good. And then on Sunday, I have two things going on. So Sunday morning, I'm doing a feng shui sneak peek for Year of the Metal Ox in 2021. And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but even though the energies change over in February next year for the Chinese New Year, the energy of Year of the Ox started coming in on November 15th. So we've got the beneficial energy of that positive Year of the Ox coming in, and it's trying to balance and stabilize and create new foundations, which allows me to already read the energy of 2021 now because I can see it filtering in and how it's affecting people and situations. So it's just a sneak peek. It's not a complete overview that I usually do at Chinese New Year. I'll do that one in February. But if you're interested, I'll post the class. It's this Sunday from 11 till 1 Mountain Time on Zoom. We do an online group class, and I'll explain what's happening with Year of the Ox and how to go forward with that energy according to your sign, according to the world in general, that kind of stuff. Then in the afternoon, we have Develop Your Intuition coaching program, and that's almost full. I've got one spot left. Registration closes today, and I'm very excited. We have a really nice group of lightworkers gathered to work together to develop their intuition to a much higher level. What you'll learn in this class will change your life forever. So you can go to my website. Oh, excuse me. You can go to my website at spiritualawakeningacademy.com to see more about that. And then I've opened an online crystal store, and it just went up yesterday, and I'm so excited about it. So I have 12 items on there that are currently available, and I'm uploading new ones all this week. The contest that I have coming up that I'll announce on Monday the winner will receive one of the crystals from the store as the prize. So I'm really excited about that. Lots of cool things happening, lots of high vibe stuff going on. So I hope you guys have a fabulous week. Get lots of fresh air. Do something silly to make yourself laugh every day. Keep your vibrations really high. And I'll see you on Friday night at the Angel Messages. Love and light to you guys. Okay, take care. Bye.